All right. What's good, priesthood? Welcome to Behind the Black Veil. This is your spiritual world news report for this week. The safety directions are down below. Make sure not to skip those before you watch this video. Let us pray. We dedicate ourselves in this conversation, this news report, to generating the energy of peace, to bringing clear our creative potential, and to seeing behind what appears to be obstacles things clearly as they are. I call forth accurate answers, accurate interpretations of those answers, and the wise and skillful application of the guidance that we receive here today. What's good, people? All right, let's get it popping and get up to the space station and look at the big picture. All right, ancestors, thank you for being here. Creator, thank you. What do you see that you don't like? That we are in the process of changing and you would like the children of God to pitch in? What do you see that you don't like? All right, let's get one more on this. Bear with me. Bear with me. Thank you. Thank you, ancestors. Bless these cards. Amen. Okay, fantastic. What we see that we don't like here in the space station, the ancestors and the creator sees this. We're fixing it right now. This is what we don't like. Freedom. I'm getting the sensation that people are feeling too free to do shit they ought not be doing. It's the sensation that I'm getting. The energy of freedom supports our sense of limitless possibility and potential, boundless expression, and bold exploration. I get the sensation that people are boldly exploring shit they ain't got no business boldly exploring. Boundless expression. I get the sensation of crossing boundaries that they should not be crossing. Limitless possibility and potential. Okay, up to no good is what I get out of that. All right. All right, cool. Let's put that there. That's what we see that we don't like. All right. Well, how are we fixing this problem? How are we fixing this problem of people crossing boundaries and boldly exploring shit they ain't got no business exploring? This is how we fixing it right here. Expression. Okay. We about to express ourselves. We about to make it known. All right. That these things are taking place. The frequency of expression supports our ability to bring out our true essence through many different forms of communication. Okay, so we're going to communicate this in many different ways, and we're going to shed some light on these violations and violators. That's what we're going to do. From the space station point of view, that's the big picture. All right, I get the sensation of a lot of whistleblowing out there. Okay, because remember, this is the whole world. Okay, this is the world news. So put it in perspective, ancestors. Put it in perspective. Let's get a line of communication open from the space station to the earth. The space station to the earth. All right. Here's the overall from the ancestors. Bear with me. All right. All right, overall, here's the deal. Look at that. Hasty activity, immaturity, lust, greed, grimy hands, I want to say. Sticky fingers, grimy hands. Okay, fantastic. All right. Somebody's got their grimy hands all over your shit is the sensation that I'm getting. Okay, fantastic. Break it down. Okay, or if somebody has a fiendish need to touch your things, something like that, or to touch you. Okay, get off on your floor. Break it down. Favorable judgment, be unmoved. Be unmoved. Don't get hype. I get a don't get hype out of that. Okay, because we about to express what the whole situation is. Okay, we're about to express it in many different forms of communication. All right. Seeing the root cause clearly. It's because they want to touch you that they feel the need to touch your things or touch things of yours. Because they can't touch you, they must touch something of yours. You know, it's giving me energy vampirism. You know, like they need your energy. You know, you're not giving it to them. So they got to go steal it. They got to go take it. They got to go, you know, boldly exploring, crossing boundaries that they have no business crossing because it's fiendish, you know, it's feverish, you know, and immature. So whatever this energy is, it's untrained. It's unrefined. Okay, is the sensation that I'm getting there. Okay, so in the scope of, like, let's say corporations, I get a sensation of, you know, stealing resources or hoarding the resources or taking things that don't belong to them as if they do, and you know, and trying to restrict possibly your access to them, you know. You know, but it's really less about you and more about this fiendish need to feed on your resources or on you as a resource. Delusions. This is getting real popular, apparently. Okay, delusion. Someone is delusional. Um, they, I don't know, you know, how they're processing this. You know, they might feel like this is some sort of game, is the sensation that I'm getting. So yeah, I also get the sensation of a contest, like a competing, a competition. Okay, but okay, that just fell off the cliff there. I don't know where that's going. All right, so let's keep moving here. Yes, something is telling you. Something is telling us in this card. We're getting downloads. Okay, because we're being still. She's meditating, and boom, this is the download in the data card. Okay, so that might also be something that they're taking, downloads and data. Because last week I think it was stealing fire from the gods. It was Prometheus was popping up, and someone was trying to steal grace. So maybe someone's trying to steal information. Um, okay, so especially with here, we're being watched or seen in this card. And it's very possible that what's being seen is being misinterpreted, because the delusion is possible in this magic mirror card. Also secrets, because that is the moon card. So somebody may be secretly stealing your data, secretly putting their hands on your shit, secretly trying to mine your energy, you know, as in, like, you know, mining for oil, you know, that sort of thing. Facts. The truth. Seeing the root cause clearly, the truth. What's behind it all is this insatiable, fiendish need to have your energy or to feed on your energy. Okay? That is what's happening for the children of God around the world, because we're the ones with the energy. You know what I'm saying? We're the ones with the energy, and we're the ones with the high grade energy. You know what I'm saying? So that is the most thing, you know, highest thing to have. That is the best kind of energy to have. You know, it's like the ripest fruit, or, you know, the best quality or cut of meat, or, you know, the finest fabric, or, you know, the most, you know, valuable water source, or, you know, on and on like that. Okay. Yeah, somebody's trying to get over, or they're trying to find out how to steal the safety, the grace and safety of safe passage, the grace and mercy, excuse me, of safe passage. They're trying to steal information to give them, I'm going to guess, a leg up in their fiendishness, you know, is the sensation that I'm getting. Yeah, okay. This is also, this is you standing your ground, in light of the fact that someone is trying to control you, is the sensation that I'm getting with this Emperor card. Someone wants to control you, but you are getting, you know, you're getting the leg up, right? Because the mercy and grace of safe passage belongs to the children of God. The downloads are coming to you. The data is coming to you. The favorable judgment is coming to you. You are the one who's committed. You are the one who put in the work to have those things. So they want to live off the benefit of your work, or like the low frequency people want to live off the grace that God is giving the children of God. God is making sure there's still beautiful fruit trees, and making sure there's still the sun is shining, and making sure there's still stable places on the planet to live. And that is because there's children of God here to provide for. But in the interim, the enemies of God still get the sunshine on their face because of that grace. You see what I'm saying? Because of course, if we weren't so resistant, then they would flourish, and and then the planet would darken, and you know what I'm saying, at record speeds. So of course they're self-destructive, because this is young energy. It's unrefined, it's immature, it's thoughtless, it's hasty, when it's in the imbalanced state. So it's not thinking of the long-term repercussions of its activity. It's just thinking of the now, like, I need a fix, type of thing. It's very young devil energy when it's in the imbalanced state. Okay, so we have some sexual themes here. Here with the Dangalang Slinger, and here with the Queen of Wands. Root causes clearly facts. So there's some sort of sexual imbalances going on here. Somebody wants to take what does not belong to them. Okay? They want to take it, or they want your energy so badly. It's so good, it's so sumptuous, that if they can't have it, they got to go steal it somehow. They got to go touch something of yours. I get a peeping Tom energy out of that. I get a stalker energy out of that. All right, let's keep going. Or they want to steal your energy. They want to steal your confidence. But like I said, I had gotten the sensation that they think it was some kind of game that's being played. For instance, during the witch trials, it was popularly said that, like, when a man, who was of a low frequency, was rejected by a woman, he would often use the witch trials against her and be like, she bewitched me. You bewitched me. You made me want you, kind of thing. That's the sensation that I'm getting. Delusional. See what I'm saying? And then it was up to the woman to have to defend her position when she was just minding her business, saying no thank you. You see what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden she got to deal with all of this fiendish activity just by virtue of her being a woman. And maybe she happens to be attractive. You know what I mean? Which is no fault of her own, Here, I get the sensation that someone is spying, I want to say. Someone is spying. Someone is trying to find out secrets, keep secrets about the mercy and grace of safe, about the ferry. Where are you going? What are you doing? What are your plans? Plans, destiny. Okay? They want to know what your plans are. They want to be involved in your plans. They want to follow you on some level. They want to stop you, quite possibly. They want to be your destiny. They want to be your destiny, and they are not your destiny, like some of these corporations, They want to be important in the world. They want to be important in the world. They want to be meaningful, but they don't want to do any good. They want to steal, they want to rob, they want to do all kinds of things like that because they don't want to commit to what it takes to get favorable judgment, to be blessed, to get a ticket on the ferry. They don't want to commit to that. They want to steal your ticket on the ferry, and they want to control your experience going forward. All right? So that's facts. Let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. I get the sensation they don't want you to have freedom without them. You know, they want to be the facilitator of what you can experience. They want to facilitate your experiences. How much freedom you have, how much you don't have. You know, they don't want you to be free of them, is the sensation that I'm getting. Okay, and this is the low frequency people don't want you to be free of them going out to the children of God, high frequency people. Okay, let's go deeper. Yes. You're seeing past the illusion. You're seeing the root causes clearly. You see the truth. It's that they want your energy. You know, and it's uncontrollable. You know, they're out of control. You dig it? But you can see past the illusion. Okay, so you are remaining committed, okay, to what you are being told from the downloads. You dig it? And you are standing your ground. You know, the answer is no. That this is the boundary line. Okay, this is the boundary line on the plus side of things. No, you may not control me. No, you may not, is what I'm getting from Man Brigitte here. No, you may not. And that's stirring them. That's stirring them and making them even more fiendish to have your energy. Okay. Yeah. You're transcending your fears and you're facing your demons, is what's happening here. You're transcending your emotions about it. Your emotions could be disgust, you know, righteous indignation, anger, fury, I don't know. Okay. But you're transcending your emotions about it. You know, I get the sensation of feeling put upon, and you're trying to detach from that, or you are actively detaching from that. Someone is trying to project their energy onto you, you know, as saying that you're, the energy is saying, like this low frequency person is trying to project it onto you here, delusional with the mirror, okay? They're trying to say that you are doing this to them when really they're doing it to themselves because they're delusional. You see what I'm saying? Because right here, this is clear. You're unmoved by this. No, I don't want any. Thanks. I know exactly who I am. I know exactly what I want and what I don't want. You know what I mean? And you're staying right here, connected, heavily connected to the Creator and to the upper realms. You know what I mean? You're not interested. You dig it? Right. Seeing past the illusion. She who knows. The high priestess, the secret knower. Right. Connected to your, what do they say? Connected to your life purpose, to your purpose in life. Here's another connection to your purpose in life with the star card. You are firmly connected. You know exactly who you are. You are under no illusion. Here's the illusionist in that card when it's imbalanced. Here's the illusionist. You're under no illusion. You know exactly what it is. Connection. Okay? This is where both hemispheres of the brain are connected, and both the spirit world and the physical world is connected. So I get the sensation of heart and head. You are completely and wholly uninterested in this energy. Absolutely. Okay? It's like some of this brain chip stuff that they got coming out, where they know what you're thinking and what you're paying attention to and things of that sort. And when they were busting it out in something I saw, like a little conference, it was kind of like an iPhone, Apple type of conference, reveal. And they were like, look what we can do. You can see what your workers are thinking, and if they're thinking about the coworkers or the work they're supposed to be doing. And then you can send them a little email to tell them, hey, there, Bill, pay attention to what you're supposed to be doing, because that's against company policy. They will be able to look at their computer and see that you were thinking about your coworker. And they're like, look, isn't that awesome, everyone? And people were clapping. Yeah, yes. Like, no, we don't want that. Thank you. No thanks. Okay? Because who are these people clapping? Right. Right. Chances are these are not your next door neighbors. Chances are. They stand to benefit from having this level of control. You see, they're trying to control you, right? I did say that. Okay. How? Karma. Okay, so this is karmic energy. This is karmic energy. It's not divine energy. It's energy to teach lessons. Okay, and so that's what's, when someone is operating under karmic energy, it's usually some sort of impurities. Okay, because this is pure love right here. Okay, and that's what you're about. You're about pure love, righteous love. And you're not changing your mind, look like here, priesthood. You're not changing your mind. You're not interested in nothing else and no other configuration. It has to be right and correct, favorable judgment. Okay, it has to be right and correct. So here, the duality is that you have to go through this process of, somebody crossing your boundaries or attempting to cross your boundaries, or stealing data, stealing information, touching your shit, robbing you of resources, or, or trying to control your resources. Okay, so that's where you're burning out the impurities. Okay, and this other person is full of impurities, apparently, because they're unrefined. So they don't caretake themselves. They don't caretake their karma. You know what I'm saying? So they're just fully karmic in that sense. They're fully karmic. Okay. So what would be the lesson? The lesson would be to transcend your emotions, to transcend your fears and face your demons. Okay. And maybe the fears have something to do with the karmic possibilities. How bad can it get? You know what I'm saying? Kind of thing. And you can know its favorable outcome. Why? Because you always get equal measure. To, you know what I'm saying? Like the principle of God never gives you more than what you can handle. That principle. You know what I'm saying? So you might be projecting into the future in terms of, what's possible. How far this could go. Because you are disturbed by it. And then in the Man Brigitte card, the whole idea is to be still. Is to be unmoved. Don't get hype. You dig what I'm saying? Because all of this is part of God's divine plan here. Okay? We're about to express some things in many different forms of communication. We're about to bring out our true essence by doing that. Look, the cosmic cops. The cosmic cops may be trying to spy on you, and or someone may be utilizing or misusing power, and or on another floor, you may be utilizing power wisely, favorable outcome. You dig what I'm saying? So these are matters of law. You dig what I'm saying? And since you can see past the illusion and you know what time it is, something is telling you. You feel me? You're standing your ground. And if you have to call the cosmic cops to help you do that, you will. Is the sensation that I'm getting here. But these are boundaries. That's what this card represents. Setting up boundaries. And somebody may be violating your boundaries. Or they wish to violate your boundaries. Okay, well, we know if this is the space station and this is happening in the whole world, people are violating boundaries. That is happening. Okay, and here we have to cut something out before it becomes a problem. Okay, so we can't have people having control over us. That's a problem. Okay, that's a problem. We got to cut that out before it gets worse. Right? Let's go further. Let's go further. That may be why, because often the high priestess, people want to debunk the high priestess. If you're a high priest or a high priestess, you're familiar with this, where people will finally come to a place where they see that, yes, okay, you do, something is in fact telling you. That's clear. Something is telling you, because you know shit that is inexplicable how you know it. So they finally come to that place where they accept that that's actually happening, but yet they still have this fiendish, unrefined energy. They have not yet chosen to commit to the Creator, to commit to principles of purity. They have not chosen to do that. So what they do is they go try to debunk you, to prove you wrong, or to try to make you think you're wrong, or try to make you question yourself. Basically trying to come between you and God. Because like I said, I'm getting the sensation of that they think it's some sort of game. Again, young, immature. Okay, this person or place or thing may not be young, but they're operating by those principles of immaturity. And if they think it's a game and it's not a game, I'm getting the sensation that they have that debunking thing going on. They want you to question yourself so that they can wiggle in between you and God. You feel me? And get an advantage on your resources. Get an advantage on your energy. Okay? Or try to convince you that you really want whatever it is that they want. Like with the brain chip thing. Like, yeah, see? Isn't this wonderful? Like, no, motherfucker. It doesn't matter how fucking friendly you act when you're saying it. I can clearly see behind the illusion, the matrix code. Because that's my life purpose. Here's the life purpose card. Right, so meet with these boundaries, please. Meet with these boundaries. Right. Okay? Absolutely. So this is the law being used here by Man Brigitte, or by the children of God. This is the law being used for good and not evil. This is the law, as above, so below, connecting the worlds. This is the law being used to establish the children of God, stable ground for the children of God. You dig what I'm saying? Favorable outcome. Judgment for the children of God. However that works for you, get off on your floor. All right, fantastic. Let's go down the central axis. I also get the sensation of they don't want you to be free, because this card on the flip side, on the positive side, is going after what you passionately want. So whoever these low vibing people are, people, places, and things, they don't want you to go after what you passionately want. That's the root cause of their behavior. Because they want your energy. They don't want you to have your energy. They want it to use as they please. You see what I'm saying? They want the freedom. They don't want you to have the freedom. You see what I'm saying? So, this is an ego thing. Death of the ego. Root cause. Seeing the root causes clearly. Death of the ego. Okay? They don't want to die. They don't want to be over. They don't want it to be over. They don't want something to end. That's the root cause. They don't want something to end. So with your resource, they continue to live. They continue to be young. You dig what I'm saying? They continue to go after what they passionately want, and you never get to go after what you passionately want because they suck the energy out of your neck. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they want to use you, essentially, and to lengthen their, uh, their life. Yeah, fortune. Mm-hmm. You are some sort of goose that laid the golden egg. Okay? So they don't want you going on and having your own life. They want to use you as a battery, right? Because we're seeing the matrix code past the illusion. They want to use you as a battery to continue their life. They don't want you to have your own life. So they don't want the wheel to turn. They don't want it to be over, and that's the wheel of karma, the wheel of fortune. They don't want their fortune to change. They don't want to age, or they don't want to lose money, or they don't want to lose the resource. They don't want to lose the energy that you bring, or the grace, whatever that it is. Get off on your floor. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They don't want to tell the truth, because this is death of the ego. They don't want to have a death of the ego. They don't want you to have mutual benefit. This is mutually beneficial conversation here. They don't want to have a mutually beneficial conversation. They don't want you to have means. They don't want you to be able to be well informed. They don't want you to have equal standing. They don't want you to have equal energy or equal respect. Okay, that's facts. They don't want you to know the facts. Okay. Mm-hmm. Chariot. You see? The chariot, wheel of fortune. The wheel of fortune is all about moving, right? It spins. They don't want it to spin. They don't want you to go. And they don't want to tell the truth about that. And or doing the right thing, doing the divine work. They don't want to do the right thing and do the divine work. They just want to take the fortune that you generate from doing the divine work. They want you to do the divine work, and they want to take all of the benefits from you doing the divine work, from whatever fortune you present, the goose that laid the golden egg. They just want the golden eggs. So they want to control the goose. Simple as that. Okay? And they are quite determined, because, again, this energy is fiendish, and it's young, and it's not well thought out. Okay? It's unrefined. So again, it might not be a young person, but they're operating according to those principles, or, places or things. Mm-hmm. See, over emperoring. Why? Queen of Wands. They want that Queen of Wands energy. Mm-hmm. They don't want to meet their obligation, though. They don't want to meet their obligation to tell the truth. To share power. They don't want to share power. They want to have all the power. They want all the resources, all the power, and they want you to be one of their acquisitions. Children of God, they want to own you. And they want to own everything you have. Mm-hmm. They want to own everything, and they want to control everything. Mm-hmm. And here you are, acting resistant. Mm-hmm. They're quite in their head about this. Okay? Quite in their head about this. They're trying to hatch a plan. Okay? They're trying to hatch a plan to make sure this doesn't happen. They're in their head because they're quite firm in their point of view that they are not about to do the right thing and do the divine work. They are not about to do that. But they know you are. So they're trying to figure out how to stop that from happening. That's the root cause. Okay? So it's like these corporations know their time is up. Okay? These low-grade entities, these elites who are not working in the service of humanity. They know their time is up. They know better than we do that their time is up. Okay? And they don't like it. How can I keep the children of God where I need them to be so that I can utilize all their resources and cross all their boundaries and control them? Okay? They're plotting. We plot and we plan here. Okay? We're plotting and planning. We want to keep control because we very much want this energy. And that's the facts. And these are all the things that we're going to express as well in all the different ways and forms of communication. Okay? So actions, words, going on down the line, you know. All right? Let's go here. All right. What do we got for the magic mirror, ancestors? Ah, confident that we are loved by God. They're trying to match your confidence. Children of God. They're trying to match your confidence. Go on. Ah, They want you to have a hard time. They want you to be on the bottom of the wheel. And they want to be on the top of the wheel. Like, for instance, the emperor figure, the empress figure. So I get the sensation of, if you don't accept me, then you can't have yourself. Like I'll give you breadcrumbs, and I'll give you bread. I'll give you your daily bread as I please, as I determine I feel like giving you. If you please me properly, I will give you your daily bread. I'll break you off a piece of your bread. Right, you heard me right. You heard me right. I will break you off a piece of your bread if you give me what I want. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so otherwise you're going to have a hard time if you don't give me what I want. If you don't live for me. If you don't let me steal your energy. If you don't let me cross your boundaries. Then you're going to have a hard time. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're going to feel unloved. You're going to feel unwanted. You're going to feel unwelcome unless you give me what I want. That's what we're dealing with here. Delusional. Right. Right. And projecting their shit onto you. It's got nothing to do with you, priesthood. It's got nothing to do with you. Somebody is some sort of fiend. Okay? They don't want something to change. We got change here. And of course, the mercy and grace of safe passage. See? See what you made me do? Is the sensation that I'm getting. Kind of like, martial law, how the government never wants to take accountability for the shit that it creates in people. And then when people get unrestful, here come the martial law shit. You know what I'm saying? And then they want to lock people down and force people forcibly to cooperate. So that's the sensation that I'm getting. If you don't give us what we want and let us take what we want, then we're going to force you. That's essentially what I'm getting out of that. Okay? They don't want any change to occur. Yeah, God is behind it all, though. Okay, because I get the sensation that, they are telling themselves that this is for the good of humanity, or if this is people, individuals, this is for your own good, like how people who abuse people will say things like, why did you make me hit you like that? Why did you make me do that? That sort of thing, okay, is what I'm getting. I love you, to have my dinner ready by 7, okay, so like that. And that's why I had to punch you in the face, girl, because, you already know, I already told you to have my dinner ready by 7. Matter of fact, hurry up. What's going on? Serve my plate, girl. I had to punch you in the face twice because you already know to hurry up and serve my plate. 7:01. What's going on around here? That sort of thing. Okay? So get off on your floor. But they don't want anything to change. They don't want God to be behind it all, or they want you to believe that God is behind their activities. You dig what I'm saying? Their abuse of power, their abuse of resources, their abuse possibly of you directly. They want you to think that this is your destiny. This is what's supposed to happen. I'm destined to be in control of you. You just need to face it. They want you to think you're delusional. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, this is going to come to some judgment, because what's going to happen is I get a return to sender on that mirror. I get a return to sender on that mirror. It's bouncing off the mirror, as they try to project their shit onto you, like somebody looking in the mirror can't stand their own reflection, and they break the mirror. Like, it has nothing to do with the mirror. Hello? So it's a shoot the messenger type of situation. Like, they mad at the message, so they mad at the messenger. Like, dude, I just carried a piece of paper. Like, that's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Or this is your reflection. You're welcome, because what would you have known if the mirror didn't show you your reflection? You know what I'm saying? So on the flip side, you're thugging as the mirror, children of God. You're thugging out their response to their own reflection. You're thugging that out. You dig what I'm saying? And you're going to get the mercy and grace to save passage, because once they see their reflection, and as they're seeing their reflection, I think I said this a couple of readings ago, they start to deteriorate, like a Dorian Gray type of situation, and God is behind it all. God is behind it all. That's facts. Oh, that's the fire truck. Okay. So, final judgment. That's what this mirror thing is about. Final judgment and clearing the road. Like how when the vampire gets the sunlight reflected off the mirror, it starts to, burn up and turn into dust and blow away. And the road is clear. And final judgment. Right? Because they didn't want it to end. They don't want to die. They don't want to have a death of the ego. Or they don't want to age. Like a Peter Pan syndrome kind of thing. Destruction of the past, potential going forward. Okay? So, yes, this was very destructive. This person, place, or thing. Very destructive business. All right? But this mirror reflection, sunlight reflecting thing is going to be just a thing. All right? It's a different forms of communication type of situation. Right? That's a big old no thank you, with the reflection and the sunlight and the turning into dust, and having to hold the mirror up. And yeah, that's a big old no thanks. I don't need anybody sucking my blood out of my neck. No thanks. I'll take a pass on that. God love me. I'm with God. And I'll thug out whatever thrashing you're doing while you're disintegrating into dust. I'll thug that out to make that statement. All right? Put it all together, would you, ancestors? Put it all together, and what's the bottom line for the children of God here to know? Bottom line is this. Okay. You're becoming stronger by mastering your fiery emotions and your fiery passions. And that's how people become stronger. Okay, for anybody who's low frequency, who's interested in raising their frequency, you might want to try some of that. Okay, get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? Hold it. You know what I'm saying? And control your fucking self instead of trying to control everybody else. Okay? Abso-fucking-lutely. So for the children of God, this has made you incredibly strong going through this process. And that's what the process has been about. That's the karma. To make you stronger. To make you the instrument God needs you to be. Yeah, that's going to cause a tower. That's going to cause a tower right there. Yeah, it's very interesting because here she's holding an empty pot that represents that she remains open to the possibilities, right? Like the fire is here, but we remain open. Okay. Here And this fire is inevitable. Like, I should say the tower is inevitable, but the fire is something that it's a process you must go through. You have to be strengthened. You have to be strong enough, right? God doesn't give you anything you can't handle, right? That's what they say. Exactly. That's coming back to me. Here, they say to survive the tower, which is inevitable sacrifice. It's when there's a weak foundation and it must fall in order for something new to be built. So it's a cleansing. And they also say with the deluge that it is the ancestors coming to reclaim the land. It is the ancestors coming to wash clean. That's also what happens in the Marie Laveau. That's what her name means. It means wash water or wash liquid. Okay? And you are cleansing yourself and rejuvenating or restoring your connection. It's a refreshment of the connection, a reset. So that is what is happening now. It's going to be the Great Reset. Oh, that's interesting. Shout out to the elites on that one. The Great Reset going on right here. And they say to survive the tower and not be washed away, with all of the, material things that, you shouldn't be attached to. Because here we're detaching. They say that you have to remain empty of attachment. And see, she has the empty vessel here, that she's holding the iron pot, and it's empty, open to the possibilities, open to be filled by what is divine. Okay? And so that is essentially, you have yourself in a perfect position. You have yourself in a perfect position for this tower, children of God. Because while this fiend is attached to all of the material things and all of the, control and power and everything like that, when that shit gets washed away with the inevitable tower, you won't be attached to any of this. You see what I'm saying? So you'll be washed clean, they said in this card. When you are unattached, you are then just washed clean and restored by the tower. And here we are washed clean and restored. And our connection to the ancestors is reset and reestablished. All right, fantastic. There's a tower coming. And it looks like you'll be fine. Children of God, you'll be fine. Just let it wash over you. You're strong enough. Okay? It's not a game. The tower's coming. It's not a game. Okay? But you are ready. Let's go into it's not a game. What do you mean by that for the children of God? Authority and confidence in life. I get the sensation that you are gaining power somehow by this. Okay? And somehow you will be left in charge on some level. I'm not sure how that's going to shape up in your life. Okay, so what does this tower and it's not a game mean to the fiend or the fiends, people, places, and things who are attached? For them, the tower means this, and it's not a game means this. It means they're going to be kicking some pretty heavy rocks. That's what that means. That means they're going to have to go where demons and angels fear to tread. But we don't know if they're ready for that because their energy is unrefined. This is refinement. This is unrefinement. Okay, so that means they're going to be kicking some rocks because with the tower and their attachment, they'll be washed out to sea, like they say in the deluge card. All right, so that's what's happening in the world, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's happening in the world, so get ready for those towers out there. All right, they're going to be big and they're going to be, I'm going to say there's going to be a good multitude of them. Okay, so listen, I hope that information helped you and you got some good juice out of that. So for a personal, get in contact with me for more deep ass readings such as these. Like, share, and subscribe. Okay, and pick up a copy of discriminating wisdom over at Amazon. Make sure you're out here discriminating wisely. And I will see you again here soon, party people, behind the black veil.